Mhm. We're talking a lot about caregivers, but I also want to talk about the healthcare workers too.
Yeah.
Um, there's a shortage. Workers are sometimes hard to come by or hard to keep. For people unlike you who don't have resources, it's hard to pay for them. So can you talk about even you guys with resources, with funds, was it hard for you to also find workers, keep workers and the right workers and ones that clicked with your family? What was that like?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, honestly, I think convincing most people from the generation that Lauren's father is a part of to even accept help in any way, shape, or form is a challenge. I think it's been a generation was burdened with the message that you don't accept help from anybody and you do it all
Yeah.
yourself, and if you can't do it, you don't deserve it, which is like not the way life works, and it's not a message that should be instilled in anybody. But it is unfortunately like a mountain I think a lot of people from our generation are often climbing with their parents, is like, you can't do this on your own, you need help. It's not a failure on your part. You were lied to. Like, you should have never been told you could handle this all on your own. That is not true. And that, was is a real challenge, I think. But once that part happened, yeah, I think we worked with, there are various organizations. We work with Home Instead, and there are infrastructures of, once you have the resources, to find people that match up to your needs and personality types and all that. And Lauren's mother was cared for by some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful women who,
angels.
yeah, were truly like an integral part of our lives. But yeah, a big part of the problem is that these people are not paid very well, and a lot of the companies that you pay are paid very well, but the people in the companies are not paid as well, and therefore it's not a career that is drawing people. And
Well,
yeah,
the level of training that is provided to someone who wants to get into the caregiving field, professional caregiving field, is there's no standard for that. There's often very little attention paid to that. There's very little attention often paid to their safety and well-being, whether it be insurance or just standards of to protect professional caregivers. There's so little infrastructure there. And again, organizations like Caring Across Generations are really in the front lines of that. Um, but the fact that this field could be so prosperous, but because there is so little infrastructure in it, young people aren't even sure how or why they would go into it or how to go into it. And so, I think that there's a lot of work to be done in, really investing in that care workforce, to really protect care workers, and to encourage them and lift them up.
yeah.
Because again, the work that these people are doing is incredible. It's so important. The women who cared for my mom were unbelievable angels. And yes, over the 10 years that we had professional care, I
Yeah.
guess, yes, we had, a few people here and there, one woman the whole time. Oh my God, she's amazing. And, but what they go through, they should get more.
And the government should subsidize it. Like, and it is not, the government, we pay taxes, and in many other walks of life, they protect us.
Mhm.
They provide us with things that protect us in exchange for our taxes. And that's why we live in a society. But, I think, again, people have decided that if you are aging, you are undeserving of protection from the government,
Yeah.
basically. And that's a big problem.